We had a fantastic week in Jersey. Thank you to all those people who have liked, commented, watched, and perhaps even subscribed to my YouTube channel. I'm running out to a place called Eastbury, which is a good half an hour's drive away, picking up there, dropping at, I think it's called Bosworth Castle, which is up near Chester. When I thought, oh, castle, you automatically think it's going to be something which is going to be like, you know, hundreds of years old, but this one is, but it's quite a young one. In actual fact, it's more like a big mansion or a huge house. I want to do some filming around Chester, but it just looks so busy that, you know, there just wasn't a car park space available, so I basically gave up on that one, and I thought I'd come back here because it's just like, oh wow, it's just like, it's so I don't know if you caught that on camera. There's a huge wedding going on behind me, several hundreds of yards away, so I don't want to be interfering with that, but I would like to fly my drone around just to give you a bit of an idea, and myself as well, the size of this estate, because it's really big. So the really good news for me is the lost SD card has now been found. It's in there. I thought I put it somewhere. I didn't think I actually lost it. That's Bosworth Castle over there. I'm not going to fly too close to it because there is a wedding going on, and I don't want to intrude. But it just gives you a bit of an idea where it actually is, what it looks like. I'm just going to zoom you in so that you can see what's there. There we go. That's the castle. Very nice. Open countryside, can't beat it. On a nice day, I tell you what, it's a good place to be. Something tells me like this holiday is going to cost me a few quid.
There is nothing here I like.
On to the next one then. Excuse me, is this the way to Amarillo, do you know? Just asked.
Oh yes.
Whereabouts do we need to go?
Go to the end here.
Right, okay.
And turn right, and it's more or less in front of you, but to the right.
Right, okay.
So it's right here, and it's to the right at the
Brilliant.
end.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Okay.
We'll go later. This is a room. Give you a bit of a look at it.
Nice room.
Nice big bed. Like a big bed. Yeah. Decorations all right. Nice. Hey, what you got? What you found?
Fan.
Oh, we got a fan. There's no air conditioning here, so got a TV. We got a kettle for a cup of tea. Yep, we got kettle for a cup of tea.
Fridge.
Got a fridge.
Don't think is it on?
Stick it on. Bathroom, shower, that's good enough. And there's a toilet down there. It's all right actually. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's clean and tidy, just how you want it. Anyway, we're going to settle ourselves in, get the clothes, hang them up, put them away, and then I suppose we'll want a cup of tea and something to eat. More updates to come. Beautiful. It could almost be Turkey, couldn't it? Unfortunately it's not Turkey, but it's really nice. If the sun shines, it might as well be Turkey. Yeah, I know. Well, we normally go to Turkey actually, but yeah, I know. Right, so there's Gorey Castle, the most iconic castle on the island. Giving you a bit of a bird's eye view of it. Something else, isn't it? That's where we are. We're somewhere sort of down there somewhere. Looking back from the castle. Giving you a bit of a closer look of it. Gives you a bit of an idea, doesn't it? Well, something else. Lovely. Wonderful. Yeah, it's quite amazing. And there we go. That was Gorey Castle. We're just looking at. We're just flying overhead now. Looking at the port. Not sure what we're gonna have.
I think I'm gonna have the ranch lasagna with salad and garlic bread.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Right, ranch lasagna.
Yeah.
Sounds good, doesn't it? There we go. 2 of them, please. How's your lasagna, dear? Very nice too. Mine's lovely as well. Lovely. Eat your heart out, eh, Larson? Okay, let's go. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Push. Right. Day 2. Cut myself shaving, by the way. Clever, wasn't it? Yeah, day 2. Time's about 9:30. Just had a great slap-up English breakfast. Yeah. Completely and utterly pigged out, and now we're going to head on down to the bus stop. We get a bus into St Helier, and we'll take it from there.
I know what we might have needed, Andrew.
Go on.
Our swimsuits and towels.
Swimsuits and towels? I don't think so.
No?
No, I don't think I'll do swimsuits and towels today, dear. The building behind me over there, Pomme d'Or Hotel, apparently that's where the Germans, the headquarters was in the occupation. Right, all ready and dressed for evening meal. Don't blame me for the shirt, it was the wife's choice. Not the word is really, but it's although it being closer to France geographically, it actually comes under British rule, but everything is named, you know, in French, and it just appears to me that people prefer to be French than English, or obviously probably Channel Islands first and foremost. This old Second World War mine is placed here as a collecting box. Put some pennies in there. Your donation will help us support the dependents of those lost at sea, as well as the sick, disabled and retired fishermen and mariners in need. So that's a very good thing. Got no change on me, so but look at the size of it. Big old thing, full up with dynamite. Yeah, Second World War German mine. So that'll be stuck in the sea somewhere, just kind of bobbing around. Ship comes into it, middle of the night, boom, ship goes up, bomb goes up, ship goes down. But built in the 13th century, first line of defence against a French attack, represents Jersey's loyalty to the English crown. Explore the maze of rooms. Oh, that's interesting. Lots of rooms to go and explore. What are you up to? We're gone this way for. You're supposed to go down that way. You're just having a little look, are you? Oh, okay. Might see your knight in shining armour. Come on down this way, my dear. Let me be your knight in shining armour. Call me Sir Andy Lot. Bit of a place, isn't it? It's built into, looks like it's built into the rocks. 13th century this was built. Start of the building, obviously there were bits added on and added on and added on.
13th century?
Yeah, 13th century, yeah. I think this is going to involve a lot of climbing, I think, Sarah. A lot of steps. Come on, Marge. Push it hard. No. Go all the way up there. Yeah, look. Queen Elizabeth Gate, this one. Yeah.
Oh, did you get the thing? Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness, what is that? Something stuck in his leg. Been done through with a bloody sword. Something in the side in his ribs. Arms being cut off. This is the... I might be the dance, called the Dance of Death, that one then.
There's a lot of... Although they like putting their sculptures in.
Yeah.
They like looking at all the different...
They seem to like death here, don't they? Right, so just behind me over here is a wishing well. My goodness me, that's a long way down. Bloody hell. How far is that?
No idea.
Put it this way, if you fall down there, you ain't getting out. Right. We carry on. Oh, you just go for a minute, so I'm just going to take a photograph of that. Right, we've got something here called Archers and Men at Arms. There's a whole list of names here. You might be able to make them out. But that's from 1337. A whole list of names. And going all the way up, going all the way down, all the way up. That's from, I guess that's the people who died whilst in battle, perhaps. That's from 1339.
And that's 1342.
And there's all the people there, 1342.
Got Adam, 3 Adams and 1 Andrew.
Yeah. So, there we go.
This is 1345.
1345 there. Because that's all the people who've died in the wars against the French and the invaders on whom or whoever else. It's kind of interesting, isn't it? Interesting that they've kept all the history and the names of that. Wow, all the records back then have been kept. Where does that go to then? Interesting. That's from 1339.
And that's 1342.
And there's all the people there, 1342.
Got Adam, 3 Adams and 1 Andrew.
Yeah. So there we go.
This is 1345.
1345 there. Because that's all the people who've died in the wars against the French and the invaders on whom or whoever else. It's kind of interesting, isn't it? Medieval medicine, the urine wheel. That's what it says, the urine wheel, whatever that is. It's very strange to me. Oh, watch it, mind your head. Interesting though. This is a bit narrow, isn't it? Doesn't lead anywhere, mind. Probably some kind of a lookout, I guess.
Yeah, it's a little lookout.
Oh, where does this going then? That's or the kings, I suppose, and some of the monarchy, queens, medieval monarchy. The Tree of Succession, a sculpture formed in steel by Brian Fell. Come on, I tell you, it's a bit steep. Oh, no, it's not. Look at me. Well. Goes up again. So this is the highest point of the castle. The roof of the great chamber. When it was first built, the roof was covered in lead. A timber deck probably provided access to the magazine, which served the artillery placed on the Mount Battery. Right, so this is it. We're up the roof, guys. This is the top of it. Gives you a bit of an idea what it looks like from up on high. Actually, that's the tallest bit there, isn't it? But
well, they are, yeah.
Can't get up there, I don't think.
But no.
Looks like that might be added on. That looks like it could be quite new, actually. That, I think. Yeah. Right, after about 10 or 15 minutes of getting licensed to fly around here, because we're about 4 or 5 kilometers away from Jersey Airport. You have to go online from the hotel just across the way over there. Managed to get Wi-Fi signal and got all the legal stuff on the internet just to fly just around here. I'm not going to go far, obviously. I just want to do the beach, really, the beach area. So let's have a bit of a spin. A bit of an idea. So, behind me over there, you can't see it very well because of the small lens on the camera. Queen Elizabeth Castle. That was named by Sir Walter Raleigh. The same as the castle up at Gorey. That too was saved and also named by Sir Walter Raleigh. Queen Elizabeth I wanted to demolish the castle for reasons which I don't understand. Anyway, so Sir Walter Raleigh talked Queen Elizabeth I out of doing that, and therefore it was saved. And nice castle, Gorey Castle. Went round there yesterday. Queen Elizabeth Castle over there, which I believe is not as old as Gorey Castle. And we've not been to that one, but we're going to try and get to it sometime later in our little break. Right, so we are just here, look, and in 1943 SS Schokland was sank. Okay, Schokland.
Alright.
And at the loss of 106 souls. Information taken from ukdiving.co.uk, re SS Schokland. Has anyone got any information on this wreck? Comes back, yes, cargo ship sunk at the end of the Second World War. Cargo was mostly steel girders and cement, probably for building bunkers, and wood too. It sits in 25 metres of water at low tide, 3 miles south of St Helier, Jersey. 200 German soldiers lost, and some lady company, prozzies supposedly, so the story goes. Anything else is a question. Comes back. The SS Schokland was a former Dutch cargo ship seized by the German Navy and foundered on rocks off Norman Point towards the end of the war. Most of the hulls contain building materials such as cement in sacks and steel girders, some of which can still be seen. However, one of the holds contains 250 German troops destined for leave at the French port of St Malo. And as the ship went down, the only way of escape for them was a 50 centimetre by 50 centimetre hatch, a major by anyone's standards. A huge bottleneck followed as they all tried to escape, and as far as I know, most if not all of them went down with the ship. Poor bastards. The captain managed to get away and swam to shore and was court-martialed for negligence. I don't know what happened to him after though, or what his sentence was. Local eyewitnesses reported seeing bodies of the German dead stacked up like timber at the main port of St Helier before they were transported to the German military cemetery at St Brelards for burial. Rumours that French ladies of the night were aboard were rife, and at the time of the boat going down, although the German authorities denied it, parts of high heels and perfume bottles have been found by local divers. The wreck is one of the most popular in Jersey, so pretty much everyone knows where it is. It's getting on a bit now, and it's starting to collapse. The local harbour office have issued a warning for divers to stay away. I don't know if that's friendly advice or it's legally binding. Yeah, there's a load of history on the Channel Islands, sort of Jersey being one of the closest to France, going right the way back really to about the 13th century. So they've had their issues with the French in the past. It's changed hands an awful lot. I think the last time it changed hands was when Napoleon was defeated, when it went from France to England, and subsequently it's now its own kind of, under its own governance, if you like. Then obviously the invasion of the Germans 1940 to 1945, we also see a load more of these installations, batteries if you like, scattered throughout all parts of the island. So once again we have another Second World War gunnery position. It's been concreted in there, so it would have been a big cannon, a big German gun pointing out towards the sea, any sort of invading ships once again sort of coming in, wanted to land on the beach, would have been fired upon by this gunnery position here, occupied by the Germans, built by the locals, and Russians I expect, and the Polish, who were obviously treated very, very badly at the time, because the Germans, they didn't really give two craps about their slaves. They just worked them to death, not giving them much in the way of food or sustenance. Basically a bowl of vegetable soup here at midday and bowl in the evening and some bread, and that's all they really had to live on. This is absolutely solid. It's steel. I mean, it's just like wow. And this is a gunnery position. That's where the I guess the turret or the gun used to be, in there somewhere, and it's just surrounded by feet thick concrete. The time now is 11:15. Next bus to St Catherine's
53.
11:02, 12:02, but it leaves 11:53, yeah. Okay, let's go and grab a bus. Just sat in a bus shelter at Dorey Pier, having a coffee. Just waiting for the bus to come along. We got about half an hour to wait, I think. So we're just waiting for our number 2 bus to turn up, which takes us onto St Catherine's, and that's where the sand sculptures is. And it would be lovely to have my grandchildren, the older ones, with us, because you know, I think they'll get an awful lot out of this particular trip. What's the number one attraction in Jersey, would you say then? Would you say it was the castle?
Well,
The zoo?
I'm on TripAdvisor. I'm the only one that's got a 5-star rating.
Ah,
That beats everybody else. So
There you
I
go.
probably think I'm number
you'll
one.
get another one from me as well, yeah.
I'm probably number 1. I don't know, but yeah, I got 5. I'm the only one with a 5-star rating. Everybody else has got 4.5.
Good
I
stuff.
say star. They call them suns on TripAdvisor.
Yeah, brilliant. Anyway, Simon, it's been a pleasure to meet you.
Well,
Yeah,
thank you very much.
I'll
Thank
see
you
you.
very much.
Take it
If
easy.
we're here again, this is our first trip here, but
Oh, wow.
we're really enjoying it.
Oh God, you've got a lot to see then.
Oh yeah, we're going to go to the zoo, probably do the war tunnels as well.
Yeah.
What's that there, by the way?
Oh, that's a tunnel as well. That's a fish tunnel. Well, it was a German tunnel, but it goes all the way through and out the other side of the back. This was never an entrance, actually. It's a huge gun sticking out here. The entrance is at the back.
Oh, was it? That was a battery there, was it?
Yeah, huge gun, massive one. Stop the English invading Jersey.
Right. Yeah, there we go. It didn't work, did
Yeah,
it?
it didn't work. It's an unfinished tunnel. It's about 120-30 metres long. Chambers that go off at all directions.
Yeah.
But there's lots of those around here. At the back of the cafe, actually, you don't see it.
No.
Because it's at the back of the cafe. There's
Yeah.
another tunnel there which they put all their fridges in.
All right.
This one's full
Make
of
it-
fish.
Full of fish.
Fish, yeah, there's about 5,000 to 7,000 turbot in there. It's like a flatfish. And they farm them in there.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's got Jersey turbot.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Thank you, Simon. Brilliant.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you again, maybe, hopefully. Take care. Well done. Good work.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That was kind of interesting, wasn't it? A lot of work goes into that. So there we go, people. If you do come to Jersey, come to St Catherine's. Number 2 bus is right at the end, and the bus stop is literally just there, and Simon's
cafe,
place is just there. There we go. Brilliant. Right, time for a cup of tea this time, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
Fancy sticking my drone up, actually, and having a bit of a drone. Yeah, something here you motorbike enthusiasts might be getting excited about. An old Triumph. I'm not sure which one that is, but that one there's a Triumph Bonneville T120 in black. There we go. Nice bit of British engineering there, eh? My first ever car was one of those back in 1984. Mum's old car it was, little red one, little 1000cc. I wish I'd kept it. It's probably worth more now, 40 or 50 years old, than it was when it was first produced, when it was brand new. Anyway, that's a proper Mini. You could not get a set of golf clubs in the boot. You had to take the long irons out and stick them in the back. That's a proper Mini, that one. Yeah. 8 foot over there. It says a mark over there. It says 8 feet. So don't go swimming. You can go drowning. It's 4 foot here by the look of it.
Called a spring tide, not a name. So if you on a spring tide, you were to follow the tide out
Right.
to its lowest point. 6 hours later, you'd be under 40 foot of water.
Seriously, wow.
And the island doubles in size, especially the east coast. If you look at it from Europe, to,
Doubles in size, does it really?
Yeah.
Wow, eh.
I was going to say Bristol. I said Bristol.
Yeah, Bristol. It's the whole channel. It's the third,
Yeah,
third
that's-
after Newfoundland. Did you say?
Newfoundland's first, Bristol is second, Bristol Channel is second,
I'd like
and
to.
Jersey's third.
Can I just go around there and have a picture?
Sure, you can.
You can walk.
All the way around.
Yeah.
All the way around and walk, but when the tide's out,
Yeah, you can do it now probably. You've been in, obviously. Is the water quite
Oh yeah, no,
cold?
it's-
Is it?
It's about 18, 19 now, which is the warmest it'll be.
Okay.
And then by the end of October, I will stop. It drops to 40. But,